strategies, what we're going to do is have a brief look at something that we covered in Martial Arts Pulse e-magazine. So you can go and get the pictures in the magazine there. It's downloadable, you get it at martialartspulse.com. But what we wanted to do also was to show you how it works in motion. And the idea was that what we were talking about was how if you train one shape, one move, it should be applicable to all sorts of situations. So for instance, if I was a Shotokan practitioner and I'd learned this, or in another style it might be that it's done this way, but whatever it was going to be applicable to all sorts of situations. So our first thought might be that from here we're going to receive that big right hook, that most common type of common attack. And as that comes in, we're going to step in and hold it, stop it from hitting us, and at the same time round this out. And it's here that you can see that it doesn't matter what style it is you're talking about, the principle remains the same. If my style was to come in this way, then it would be the same kind of idea as the big expansive Shotokan movement, just applied slightly differently, very slightly. So if that's how we receive the big right hook, how about if we've got a straight punch coming in and we skip to the outside and just bash to here? Well, it's the same paradigm, the same outer shape, it's just being applied differently. What about if we had a hair grab go on here and we wanted to seize that and step in and strike? Then you find out that it's not always going to be the fist that strikes. On this occasion, having clamped or seized and restrained here, you're going to find that the elbow does the touching at this level. But knowing that this shape is going to land gives us what we need. If we had the big bear hug go on from behind, and then we know that to get that to release, we've got to bring this into here, and we use this kind of shape now to get out of it. If we found that we were being dealt with by a rugby tackle, we're going to receive by shoving your butt back, because this is common sense stuff. And then from here, it's how you deal with that. Do you get into this where you're going to try and struggle here? Or do you change balance and come to this posture? In the end, there's all sorts of attacks that you can say, you know, if it were a grab from behind and you're going to receive here and come up and hit this way, it's all going to be the same kind of thing if this is the only shape that you know. So what we want to do is make sure that we're not just going, you know, straight punch comes in and here, where this hand's redundant, but instead making sure all the bits of it do something, and that whatever the situation that evolves, we're just going to fly into this shape because that's our trained shape. Now, after many, many years of training, of course, you're going to find which shape in many, many kata is your shape. And for some people, it's going to be as simple as that. But for others, there's going to be something that feels good for them to do, that feels natural, that feels like something that fits them. And hopefully, we end up with the kind of teacher who can point out to us that this is the kind of technique that works best for us. And of course, it's a long road to get to that place.